Anniversaries are
Yeah.
you go. That's all I'm saying.
I
You
mean,
just
D&D
go.
is pretty important to me, and honestly, I feel like that if me and Angie were having an anniversary, I think she would want to be here and play if like we lived together and stuff like that. But like, this is our kind of anniversary activity. But like,
Yeah.
we'd at least do dinner beforehand or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly, dude. There's got to be, at the minimal food involved. That's at the minimal.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
So,
Okay, is everybody ready? Kenneth, are you here, buddy? All right, is everybody ready?
all right, give me a second. Let me watch the stream.
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm
Bird.
I don't know
What's
if
up?
anything's right.
All right. So, last we had going on, you guys were here. Kuykendahl had popped down to the basement. That's really weird. Hold on, give me a second.
No, I thought we came back up.
Oh, I see what it's doing now. My bad. Give me a second. Yeah, no, you were down there. That's why I said it had like your image here, and I was like, I have that hidden. Like, anyway, okay, so now I got it right, and now it's not on DM view anymore. Kuykendahl, you'd went and peeked down into the basement. Now, for Lucian and Baltan, who are the only two up there, I need Lucian and Baltan to roll perception, please.
You should guide each one of us.
Baltan.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna tell him exactly what the cat just told me.
Lucian perception 16. Okay, man, you got it. You got it. Okay. So, from what? Damn it. Lucian, you hear this? Nobody else hears this? But you hear some rumbling and ruffling coming from the front of the bar. And somebody saying, "Get down on the ground," really, really loud.
I'm gonna run out the little door to the back of the kitchen.
All right, give me a second. Stupid arrow. Okay, there we go. It's set up. All right, you're gonna run out this door.
Yep, and then I'm gonna ask the staff what's going on. Oh, not all the way out to the bar, just into the kitchen.
Oh, into the kitchen. You go.
Yes.
What's going on? Okay. They look at you with a confused look and say, "Well, I don't know," and shrug their shoulders. Glinda comes running in to the kitchen, and she goes, "Oh my God, there's paladins here. They have those guys that y'all were talking to earlier."
Oh shit. Everyone, make yourself scared. Go hide in one of the back rooms. I'll go out and speak to them.
Everybody,
Marjorie, come here, please.
everybody starts running and hiding in the back rooms. Glinda disappears off into the kitchen. She goes back in there in the back with Marjorie and Baltan, and Glinda says, "There's paladins here, Baltan." Kuykendahl's still down in the hole. He's like at the bottom, and you could yell at him, but he's still down in the hole.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go, I guess I'll stay there with the,
Okay.
people.
Lucian, when you and Marjorie walk out front, this is what you see. Jeff and Carl are kneeled down on the ground in shackles. there's an entire cohort of paladins. A man steps forward and puts his boot on their back and pushes one of them to the ground, then does it to the other one. Then he steps on top of them and walks over. Cleric Payne, you are to come with me. Immediately. And
You heard it. You should go.
Marjorie looks frightened. She asks him for what reason. He steps forward even closer. And he says, I am Captain Eric Vale of the Paladins Brigade. These two gentlemen said that you were running an illegal investigation into us paladins. This is not for you to do. You will come with us now and serve justice.
I'm gonna whisper to Marjorie.
Okay.
Tell the others go with them for now to avoid fighting.
Okay, sorry, you broke up. I couldn't hear you.
Okay. Don't worry. I'll tell the others. Just go. We'll bust you out. Just go with them right now to avoid violence in the bar.
She nods and proceeds. The captain walks over to her and takes both of her hands. He claps irons onto her and then leads her out of the bar. She is being taken to the jail until all of this is sorted out. The feeling of dread and the feeling of fear that you feel in your heart vanishes as they leave.
That's a close one. Get the rest of the staff. Tell them that we're.
It actually lined up perfectly because Constantine was having to take a break because he had slipped his tongue on what he was doing.
That's his problem to deal with.
Yeah.
We'll just show up and take it. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I have that problem.
Yeah.
But we will still know about it, so he's not just languishing in prison with none of the bar knowing.
Correct. But so, like I said, it worked out perfectly.
On an opportunity to usher Marjorie out the door, and I'm like, all right.
Okay, so you guys are in there. Kuykendahl, you have peeked down and you just saw a bunch of spiders and some stairs.
Go back up.
Okay, you're going to start heading back up. Kenneth, are you there, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Americus.
Oh, sorry. I use character names. My bad. Americus.
Americus.
Yes,
We
sir.
didn't have a 17-year-old halfling.
Yes.
Americus.
Wake up with the stiff. Never mind, go ahead.
You wake up in your bed in your childhood home.
How did I get here?
That's where you went to sleep.
I guess I'm gonna go get up and see if there's any food still that's good on the table.
Yes, the food is a spicy stew. So the chili powder in it is a natural preservative.
I shall sit. I'm going to start eating some up. And while it's heating up, I'm going to try to remember where everyone is.
Roll survival for me, please. For your cooking.
For my snooking.
Your snooking.
Survival. I'll waste my fucking...
You cook it up, and it is just like a home-cooked meal. It's nicely prepared,
Okay.
perfect temperature. Exactly right. You would think to yourself, like, that everybody's basically at the tavern, because that's where everybody hangs out anyway. So, yeah, it's the focal point of the town.
Alright, so I'm going to take a bowl and some of that soup, and I'm going to walk to the tavern eating it.
All right. One moment.
Now I'm going to make sure it's super hot before I take it. So I'll be eating it very slowly.
As you pick up your soup and go to walk out the door, you hear a knock at your door.
Who goes there?
It is me, a nobleman. I'm just delivering a note to you, sir.
please.
It's an official scroll with a seal.
One moment. Set the table and open the door just enough to be able to communicate, have a conversation. Hello, nobleman.
1 second. Yes, sir. I was just told to bring you this scroll. I am assistant to the tax assessor's office. This is to be delivered to the owner of the 3 properties here.
Thank you. I'll receive it.
He gives it to you, and then he takes fuck off.
Knowing that it's probably a bill, I toss it to the side and I carry on my way.
Oh, good deal. All right, easy enough.
I don't even look at it right now.
Easy enough. That's fucking funny. For sure, dude.
I don't want it to ruin my day. I will get it later. When I can reflect accordingly.
So you head out into the village.
Have my bowl of food.
Yep.
And I'm slowly walking to the bar, taking note of all the beautiful booties along the way.
Can you guys hear the audio, by the way?
Yes, it sounds like people chattering outside. Right. A little off topic. Hunter, is that bud kind of minty to you?
No.
I must have put it in something on accident.
It is earthy, brother.
It's tasting earthy now, but yesterday it was super minty, icy hot coming through my pipe. I was like, what?
Oh, brother, you know what it was?
What?
You took the cellophane from my menthol cigarettes.
Oh, I forgot you have menthol cigarettes. That's what it was, bro.
That's exactly what it was.
I was giving Lauren shit. I was like, did you spray my weed with something?
Oh,
Dude, it was so intense.
Which is crazy because it was a fresh pack. I just pulled the cellophane off for you. I hadn't taken the
And I
inside.
wrapped it up and I stuffed it in a little canister. It was barely big enough for it to be in for 2 days. And then I smoked it. So that's wild. That much menthol made it through.
And that you could taste it over the weed.
Dude, I buy the menthol shards. That shit is strong, by the way. I mix a fingernail clipping's worth, thumbnails clipping worth into a coffee cup of hot water and it fills the whole room with mint.
I got these.
So you're heading down the street, and
Yep.
you finished up your bowl of soup. And as you come past the magistrate's manor, you don't need to roll perception for that. You see Callum and his crew all talking about something in front of the magistrate's manor.
I quickly dash to an area close to them that's hidden where I think I would be in earshot.
You can hide here, right, without having to trigger a stealth, right? But to hear them, you're going to need to get closer, and you tell me which way you're going to go, and we'll roll out your stuff.
I am actually going to cross the street first, and then... Actually, no, I'm not.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to tell, those stairs right there.
Dude, be careful. Your soup can give you away.
That's got to be the funniest thing I've heard in a while. Your soup can give you away.
That smells like really good curry. Look around. If you spotted.
So that's a big stone potters right there, and then this side of the house. No, you'll be fine if you try to go right there. You got a better chance because there's shadow, right?
That's what I was thinking. Ends closer. I want to ultimately make it right.
So for getting to here, you don't have to do anything, but rolling up here to get close to listen, right there, that's when you'll have to roll a stealth. So 1 stealth check, that's it. And then Gia is going to perceive against you because she has the highest perception of the party. 21. Let's get her.
Roll, you ugly hobbit bitch.
I got to get her perception up. Hold on.
Bro, she literally, she
Oh,
literally looks
shit.
like
My bad. 26. You hear her speak up. I think we have ears listening, and it smells rotten as well.
So I hear that, so I'm obviously going to scurry away, and I'm going to try to make my way out without getting seen.
1 more stealth roll then.
19.
Let's see what she rolls. She sees you running off. She knows it's you, but she goes back to the group. She doesn't chase.
What a slut.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
So I'm just going to go to the bar then.
Head on over.
Actually, hang on.
Sure.
Who are these people? Who's Tobin Ray, by the way?
He's just the delivery boy. He runs around town delivering mail. He's currently at
I need to talk to him.
the grocer's, and he's putting mail in his box. You walk up to him.
Hey, Tobin, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Americus. Lots of things to deliver. The grocer, he's got lots of paperwork coming in. I think he's taken over some of the vacuum of the food being missing.
Oh, that's awesome. You must be making a lot of money nowadays.
No, I just make the same amount. The magistrate just pays me to keep things running.
Oh, that's awesome, though. Would you perhaps be interested in making a little money right now?
Sure. My dad always tells me never turn down any hard work.
I just need you to do some listening for me. I have somewhere to go, but if you could do me a huge favor and just nonchalantly listen to what those 4 guys over there are talking about, Gaia and Maximus over there, and then just let me know, I could give you a gold.
Oh my God, of course I will. Did you know that traditionally men and women and postal workers have always been spies? They've served throughout history for the Empire that way, many different ways. People that deliver letters always have some side deal. My dad loves history, and I love history, so this is just me becoming more of what I am. Absolutely, I'll do this. I can even deliver some of this junk mail to Callum and tell him it's for him.
Perfect. I'm gonna go to the bar and I can meet you there later.
That sounds great. That sounds great. I need to go get something to eat in a little bit anyway. So I'll see you there, Americus. And he puts his hand up for a high five.
And a high five, a smile on my face.
And you're not seen because both of you are so short, you're on the other side of the Potters. So.
He said he was a fucking delivery boy. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. So you're going to go to the bar? Are you going to go to the bar?
I'm going to go to the tavern and let him go do his discovery.
And he runs off to make his deliveries.
When your rolls fail, throw money in problem.
The stealth skill roll won't do for you. A fucking gold to a delivery boy can. I so want to pull that girl's picture up for you.
And he succeeds, guys.
Nice.
Very nice. He succeeds.
He's a better spy than you.
Well, he's a kid. That and
We're strictly employing children now.
Gia
Online.
absolutely hates Americus, so.
I'm technically a kid too, so.
But he's a lot younger.
All right. Americus, there you are. Americus enters the bar.
I'm gonna go and just sit at the bar.
Roll
right between the nobles. It's different. There you go.
Roll perception, please. You overhear people saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe they took Cleric Payne away."
Oh. And I asked, who was saying that?
This commoner behind you.
Alright, I'm gonna go and ask them what they're talking about. I'm gonna get down, walk over there and say, what, did I hear you say something about Cleric Payne being taken away?
Yes, the captain of the Paladins Brigade came in with 2 men, pushed him onto the ground, and told Cleric Payne that she was conducting an investigation of heresy, basically. If she's convicted, that means that they're gonna burn her.
Oh no, that's not good.
Well, we'll see how the trial folds out in the next few days.
Have you seen Lucian?
I believe he's in the kitchen.
Awesome. And I just run around. Actually, I'm gonna be a badass and I'm like, vault over the thing.
Glinda eyes you up and down as you vault over, and she says, "Well, you're a spry little thing. You do it with such grace. She almost seems to be attracted to you."
Ooh. I walk by, I give her that little fuck eye, and I keep going.
And she runs her fingers up the back of your neck through your hair as you pass her.
And I make sure to continue to pretend that I'm not a virgin and go about my way.
You enter the kitchen. "What's up, Americus?"
Frank, how's it going?
So
Hang on. Hey, Frank, have you seen Lucian?
yeah, I think they're all jerking off in that room.
I'll wait a few minutes and then I'll go in there. I go and I put my ear to the door and I listen for the flapping.
You walk in, there's no flapping. You walk in, there's a dead fish head in a bowl next to you on the ground. Baltan and Lucian are standing over the hole looking down, and Kuykendahl is nowhere to be seen.
Hey, where's Kuykendahl?
I'll jump. Who next? He went down the hole.
And I walk over to the hole and I lay down on the ground and I slowly creep up enough to be able to look down the hole.
It's the same shaft that you guys went down before, where you kicked Kuykendahl in the back of the head because you decided to slide. And last thing you remember about this shaft is that it ended up with Kuykendahl trying to throw a fish into the cat door, and the saw blades come out and basically half murdered him.
That is right. I suddenly recall all this.
So you would think he's possibly dead.
What are we doing? Are we going down there, or what's this I hear about our friend the cleric?
Yes, so the captain of the Paladins came in here and demanded that Marjorie was conducting an illegal investigation into the Paladins. It wasn't her place, and they placed her under arrest and took her away. I told her to just go with him so we didn't have an altercation in the bar, and we'd find a way to bust her out or clear her name later. But you took one thing at a time. Kuykendahl's down in this hole, Merrik's missing, and now they've taken our cleric away, so...
So what are we gonna do?
Well, the Baltan and Kuykendahl went down there looking for the cat. I guess they were going to interrogate it and figure out if there was a way into the catacombs.
Oh, Baltan, I thought you climbed back up. Oh, that's right.
I told y'all about
The entrance to the other house.
Nope, you've not closed about it.
This may be the time to do so.
Well, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I think I may have found another way in.
It's
What, you mean the one by the wharf? Or by the docks? Little boy already told us about that, Tobin.
Oh, one under the bed or whatever.
No, under a bed. This was in a cave by the docks. There's one under a bed somewhere?
It's inside of a house. I think it goes down there. I'm not sure. So it just goes underground, and it's like a doorway. And I didn't go in. I'm just assuming it's the same thing, that all of this would be connected.
There are two entrances in this building alone.
Yeah, it's the same type of entrance. That's why I'm assuming so. There was so much going on before. It just seemed like a bad time to say anything.
Well, what do you think, Baltan?
Well, we found a secret entrance that was down here as well. It seems Kuykendahl's trying to peek around right now. Should I go grab him, you think? We can all figure this out.
We were just yelled down the hole, right?
Yeah.
So,
Kuykendahl.
He said roll perception.
Yes, sir.
Rolling. 12.
You hear them? They're yelling at you from upstairs.
What up? I can hear you. Heading up anyways.
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever you choose.
Let's do acrobatics. Actually, no, fuck that.
Athletics with
Fire.
your...
20.
There you
16.
go. You, mountain man, climb up the goddamn rope. You come up face to face with Americus because he's peeking down the hole.
Americus?
Hold on, face back real fast.
Wait.
Can you roll what?
Can I roll perception just to smell what he's eating?
You can try to get a whiff.
Just for shits and giggles.
You are a champion, but you didn't smell shit. You just smell halfling.
Fair enough. Alright.
So you climb out of the hole. Everybody's out of the hole.
Alright. Heads up. There is a secret entrance that we unlocked in the Catacombs game. So we have a new venue to go through. The cat? Go ahead, Americus? Or Lucian, sorry.
well, that's a coincidence. Americus just told us there's another way in, and under a bed, in a house, in town. But if you've already found the way through here, maybe we're already here, maybe we should go down. But at this point,
Lucian, just so you know, the spiders are small, but there might be a big one. But currently they are still squishable with your boot.
oh, I'm not afraid of insects, just creatures of the night.
I gather everyone around and I say, I feel that the shapeshifters and all of these entrances are connected. And we need to find out what makes them all common so we can figure out where these shapeshifters are coming from.
Oh, I agree. I think there's an entire conspiracy going on. The missing food, the forged numbers, all the different ledgers. I think all of these things are connected.
At this moment, a cat shoots out of the hole, looks up at all of you, walks by Americus's leg, rubs his body against his leg with his tail, and then heads over to the fish.
And I tell everyone I made a deal with him to give him milk, and he showed me that secret entrance.
Oh, that's cool. That's a ranger thing, huh? Talking to animals? That's pretty nifty.
And his hole. I'm gonna go ahead and catch some fish.
You already got fish, Frank. You've got plenty of fish. You don't need to worry about it.
Oh, what do y'all want? Actually, y'all want to just break and get something to eat?
Well, we need to tell him what happened to, what's her face? The cleric.
Oh, well, Marjorie just got arrested, so there's that. Maybe, but like we looking for Merrik right now? Who's way more?
Kuykendahl,
shit.
let me just give you some perspective. At this point, you would be wanting to dive down that hole by yourself.
I know.
You're not wanting to take no breaks, get no food, fuck around, catch no fish, none of that.
Baltan, Lucian, I am still going to go down there. I wanted to give y'all the heads up. Lucian, do you still got that torch on you?
You have 2 torches in your inventory, Frank.
Wonderful. I would like to go down there and start bug smashing.
We're gonna go down this hole and not any of the other 2. There's 3 we know about. The one we have fields open. We're all gonna go down this one.
Let's keep it simple. Pretty pretty.
It's a tight squeeze, yes?
Actually, no.
It opens up once you get down there, but it's a tight squeeze going in.
That's it.
Well, I don't want to be last, because I think I might run away. Run away.
Do you want me behind you?
No, I don't think that's prudent. I'd like you in front of me, actually. Lord, not me behind you.
I can back you up.
Helping.
I'll back you up, so don't stress it.
Great. And then I'll turn around to Americus and Baltan. You 2 can figure out your one. Sound good?
All right, Kuykendahl, you going first?
Yep.
Athletics.
Uno momento, sir. Athletics. Roll now. Roll good, baby.
Yes, sir. You make it down the hole. You're down at the bottom, standing by the secret passage. Who's next? Lucian. Athletics or acrobatics, one of the 2. And you make it down the hole easily. You get to the bottom, you see a small trickle of water that's splitting off into a T in both sides. In front of you, you see a door, and you remember it as the door that Americus was talking about, that he picked the lock. It had all the magic traps and stuff. Down the hallway, you see the cat door that was there, and to the left, a secret passage that's open in the wall. Who's next, Americus or Baltan?
Americus?
Americus, athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Oh.
Dexterity save to slide yourself. Shit, you come shooting out of the place. Lucian, behind you, you hear a thud and a thump and a rumple. Frickin' Americus comes out like a little ball of halfling rolling through the water and the sludge and plops right at the back of your feet.
I'm going to turn around and say, I don't think it's a slide.
Baltan?
Alright. I'm just gonna, I guess, slide down as well.
So, athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I'm going to help Americus out.
Make it down the hole properly. You step out just as Lucian is helping Americus up.
Well, look at this way, my little friend. Now you're camouflaged and you smell like the place. So hiding should be easier.
Kuykendahl,
Wonderful.
you're standing at the secret passage door, and everybody can see that this door is open.
Or whisper this way. Or I whisper to them this way.
Kuykendahl,
I can lead this because I have night vision.
does everybody have a torch?
Yep. Let's light them up.
Survival to light torches, please.
Let's see if we catch our hair on fire.
Well, Americus is not doing very well.
3 times in a row?
Switch your dice graphics. Use your luck. You failed on a skill. Just re-roll that.
Oh, I can do that.
And Baltan, you're going without a torch, doing night vision, right? There you go. Good job.
There you go.
All right, are you going to proceed down the passage?
Yeah.
Yep.
All righty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you zoom in a bit?
I am. I'm setting it up right now.
Okay, cool. Good.
I got to add your players. All right, so first we've got Kuykendahl. Wherever the hell that's at. All right. It is a tight fit getting down the stairs. This is where you're coming from, this direction, like that, guys.
Okay.
Okay. So you got Kuykendahl. And who's after Kuykendahl?
Lucian.
Lucian? Or Baltan? Didn't you want to be in the front?
He did, but that's not the order we came down.
Okay.
There's no...
Yeah, there's no real way to move
I
around.
will
Yeah.
have to spread out later.
Yeah. But once you get down here, there's a little bit more room. Where the fuck are you, Lucian? I know you're a freaking player in this campaign. What the hell?
I'm the pretty one with white hair.
Yeah, it's just like your damn icon was hiding from me. Lucian, and then Americus,
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Baltan the man. Baltan the man. Okay. There you go. Kuykendahl, you take a step down. What would you like to do, sir?
Inspect the area. See what I can see. Perception.
Yes, sir. Search the area for perception, please.
Rolling now. 11.
Okay. Perception 11. Before you would see dirt and spider webs, and then there is an archway that is in front of you. To the left on the wall, you see some glowstones. Okay. As you descended into the stairs, the spider webs appear at the first threads hanging like forgotten silk streamers, as the veil, thick and clinging, brushes against faces and tangling fingers. The webs grow denser and denser as you go down the stairs. They cling to every surface, wrapping the walls and all the stone. At the bottom of the stairwell, floor leveled, round, made smooth with dust like dirt laying across the ground. Most of this circle on the ground before you seems obscured by webs and dirt, but the center is unmistakably has runes around every bit of it. The runes seem to pulse softly as if they're breathing. Lines of unknown script woven together in jagged and spiraling symmetry, parts of seemed disturbed through something or someone has crawled across it recently, smearing some of the dust away, showing the sigils that lie beneath. There's no wind here. There's no light here. But yet, you carry torches with you. It is the only light that you have. Something deep inside of this dungeon pulses. Something deep inside of this dungeon is unlike anything else. As the sounds from above you fade away, the sounds of the dungeon increase. We are sandwiched up in there. You hear crinkling and crinkling of spiders crawling across webs. It's that quiet.
Alright, do not step into that centerpiece. The cat said something about it. Avoid it. Put my back or my shoulder to the wall and try and go through while avoiding the center, that room thingy.
If you notice how big your circle is, this is about the only side that you're going to have a chance of going down through the spider web.
Do so.
Roll initiative. Just him. He's the one in the web. Top of the character sheet. Oh my god, it crashed when he rolled initiative. I hate that so much. It's okay. I'll be back in a second. There it goes. Reloading. So stupid. Encounter, what was yours? 11? Good. Starting combat. Spider goes first, and he tries to bite you. I believe that's a miss with your armor class. Yep, that misses. It misses. Your turn to hit.
Great club. Swinging now.
Just smash the shit out of it. That's a hit on the spider.
Rolling damage. 5.
And the spider smashes against the wall. You have cleared the way for everybody. So this is going to be an acrobatics check to try to get past this without stepping on it. Are you all proceeding down the stairs? Are you going to get to the bottom right here and stop?
Just so that I can see him.
Cool. I'm just wondering how close Americus and Baltan are getting. Americus, your passive insight and perception will lend you something here. Go ahead and roll either insight or perception. Up to you. Baltan, you can roll Arcana. With that level insight, I can't tell you much, Americus, but you do know it is a trap. Baltan, you can say that this is a teleportation trap.
So I say that immediately. Don't step in that, it's a teleportation trap.
How does that work? Is it proximity based?
Americus, since he said it was a teleportation trap, you would know about teleportation traps. If they step into it, they are teleported to a similar ring elsewhere. Baltan said that there's a teleportation trap on the ground, and you know about traps, and you would know about teleportation traps. This trap is a teleportation trap. If you step in the ring, it teleports you to another ring elsewhere. So, Kuykendahl, are you going to roll athletics to pass?
Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry, not athletics. Sorry, acrobatics.
Doing it now. 19.
You make it pass perfectly. And with your torch lit. Oh, damn, that's way huge. Jesus. You reveal a little bit. And there's another spider in the corner over there.
I'm gonna go swatting. Great pull.
Anybody else going to proceed?
What if you just pass through in the wall there? Is that an arch? Door?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
an arch right there. All it is an arch with skulls on it. So that's all his movement, his turn. What'd you say? Americus, you would know. It folds space through energy and enchanted runes. It's just rune stones put together. It's basically an enchanted item. You would know that. Americus knows how they function. Baltan, you know what they are because of your Arcana studies. But Americus knows how they function. With that, Americus, a bit of knowledge extra to you. Americus, you would know that if you search hard enough, there is always a control box for these things that sends them power. Are you going to slip through Lucian's feet and go down here and look for it?
Uh-huh.
You slip through his feet. Now roll either perception or investigate. It's your choice.
I get to re-roll. That's another critical fail. My 5th one this morning, or this evening.
Dude, that was Baltan the other night. Jesus Christ.
You led the day off with your crit success.
Oh, nice. Through investigation, you notice that some of the stones on the wall are not actually stones. They are metal. And you can make out a lock.
I want to see if... So, a lock with a keyhole?
Yep.
I'm gonna use my lock pick.
Go for it. Slide of hands. Let's pick this bitch.
Oh, Americus. Hell.
Crack. It opens up and you see a bunch of crystals inside. You would know from working with your father that certain crystals being pulled in a certain order will disarm this trap.
Everyone, I found these crystals.
So you can investigate to figure out which crystals to pull, and then you would slide of hands to pull them properly. Investigation, exact pattern. It is a standard pattern for these things. Ooh, sleight of hand. You mess up on pulling one of them out. The control panel sparks, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the trap glows bright blue and pushes you back into the wall. Dexterity save. You dodge some of the force and catch yourself. The trap... The trap now has a force field around it, basically. So you can't enter it. You disarmed it, but in a broken kind of way.
Well,
Lucian?
it's disarmed.
Lucian, your turn?
Is it kind of functioning an invisible barrier now?
Yes.
Or, so like Kuykendahl is trapped?
No, he could slide through that. You could barely slide through that.
So we don't have to worry about falling in. We can just...
Correct. Like I said, he disarmed it just in a broken way.
I was going to
But-
bardic inspiration you, but it's fine.
But here's the thing that you got to think about. It's a teleport trap that has a force field.
So on the other
Americus-
end, you can teleport into a force field and die?
Possibly. Americus, you would know that teleport traps are two-way.
I need something that can teleport here.
Yep.
Well, but yeah, but be inside the force field.
Yep.
And if it's too big, it'll die. It'll be crushed. We also don't know if the force field is hollow or solid all the way through. In which case, their atoms would rematerialize inside the force field and they would fail to reintegrate and just turn into goo. Well, for my turn, I'm going to viciously mock that spider by telling it 8 legs is gross and 2 is the correct way.
No chance. Save. Go ahead. And it's dead.
There's a 13 wisdom save.
Just as Kuykendahl, you're approaching the spider,
Yep.
Lucian viciously mocks this spider and says some bad things to it, and it curls in on itself and dies.
I'll look at it and just laugh.
Free turn, everybody, no enemies present.
Alright. Torch out and keep going through that archway.
Lucian, Americus, Baltan.
I can't move until Americus moves, so I'm just going to keep following around.
No, you can step in the same space as Americus because of his halfling size.
Well, that's rude.
Teabag.
I'm just gonna follow after him.
He's still a person, even if he's short.
Oh, yes.
He's entitled to his own space.
Oh, no one ever said nothing against that.
All right, eraser. Here we go.
I'm slowly trickling to the back. I have my escape.
To the side, you notice more spider webs and spiders crawling around.
Can I light the spider webs on fire with the torch?
You still have to get close to them, and then they can still jump and attack you. These are giant tarantulas, buddy. They're like the size of your hand.
Just okay, so can't or fuck it. Go in, dude.
He proceeds in. Everybody following?
I'm short.
Kuykendahl jumps into the web with the spiders. You're just gonna dive in and say fuck it?
Oh no, wave the torch. Try and
Oh.
burn the cobwebs down.
Well, you burn the cobwebs down, the spiders jump down, and now they're gonna attack you.
Now they're coming from the ground, so you can just punt them.
Should I roll initiative? Or what's
No.
going on?
Just roll a 20, and because it's gonna crash my
What?
shit. Hold on. What's your initiative? Do you have any initiative? Just roll a 20. I'll add 1 to it.
He has advantage.
Oh, just do that then.
Roll
Go ahead.
2d20.
Just go ahead and roll the initiative. Fuck it. Let's see what happens.
Give me a second. D20.
2d20.
D20.
Because you're advantage.
So you roll 2 and pick the highest,
There's one.
which you hopefully is not it.
Everyone's
Holy shit. So you roll the
3, starting combat. Alright, Spider A gets the jump on you. And he's going to try to bite you. And he successfully bites you. And that's 3 poison damage to you. And you will take poison damage next turn as well. For 1 turn. That's it. So you'll take 3 damage this turn and 3 damage next turn.
Alright.
Spider B.
Wait, he doesn't get a constitution save to see if he's poisoned? Or is it a damage over time ability? Are these fancy fucking tarantulas, Laramie?
No, I'm looking at them right now. Hold on, piercing damage. Oh, you get a constitution.
I didn't. With the new edition, I don't know if that's been changed or not.
It has, but these things are the old edition. Just roll a constitution save. I'm gonna roll.
Rolling now.
I'm gonna roll his other hit while you're doing the other ones.
21.
You safe.
I'm only now being a rules lawyer because we have no way of curing him of poison.
And the next one misses. It is your turn to swing.
Alright. Rolling the hit.
Which one, Spider A or B?
Let's go with A.
You hit, and you can't do less than 1, so it's dead.
Hit.
Anybody else want to, at this time, round's over, anybody else want to enter the fight?
I'm gonna call that other spider stupid.
Vicious Mockery, go for it.
It's wisdom 13 save.
Yep, and he's dead. The spider crunkles in on itself once again. You seem to be seeing a bunch of spiders dying of shame. Your torch reveals a little bit more of the passageway.
Go down. Keep following the pathway.
Is everybody following close to each other?
No, I want to keep going down this tunnel and see if it ends.
This way?
To my left, straight ahead of me, which would be, what, west on the map?
Gotcha. Baltan, are you sticking with Lucian? Let me check. Americus, passives. What is passives? It's good enough. Americus, roll perception, please. Oh! Americus, you can choose to say something or not, but you sense that there is a trap in the middle of the floor in front of you.
There's a trap there, I said.
Kuykendahl, you hear him?
Yep. Stop and stop.
Americus, it's your show.
I'm going to try to disarm the trap.
You approach the trap and sleight of hands.
Bardic inspiration, 1d6. As I soft whistle a tune that makes you do better.
It echoes through the chambers.
Plus 4.
And he needed that because it was a 12. You disarmed the trap. You notice this is a gunpowder trap. This would have exploded and dropped the ceiling onto Kuykendahl.
Cool.
You now have a... Would you like to recover the trap as well?
Yes.
That's a sleight of hands again. And then we will put a gunpowder trap in your inventory. Oh, perfectly recovered. Very nice. Perfectly recovered. No damage whatsoever. Immediately usable. Lucian, as you progress down the hallway of Baltan, you see...
It looks like a dead end.
No.
Oh, no, it
That's an arch. Those are arches. Sorry, I didn't make these graphics. I just used them to build the bitch. But you see a spider web with a small spider.
I'm gonna fumble over my shoulder quietly to Baltan. Did you say you could see in the dark or something? You're an elf, right? And like a special one?
You have that torch in front of me, so it's harder to see.